Life, feelings, emotions, they change like the seasons. There have been some deaths of relationships, old cycles, mindsets, etc. that has happened quite a bit in the past 2 months especially. Things are feeling upside down. Part of your ego is trying to tell you that something isn't coming, but you can feel it. And things are never what they seem. Today on my TikTok live, I was channeling so much about an opportunity, an offer being presented within 2 weeks from you seeing this reading. And it's a timeless message. Within 2 weeks of you seeing this reading, there is a new flame. There is a new romantic connection that will be completely started. An offer from a masculine to a feminine. And you know who you are. You know if you're the masculine, you know if you're the feminine. But it looks like a talk, a big conversation, a worthy conversation within 2 weeks. And you will have a choice to make. Okay? Cool. So, a lot of times, the way I figure out what my channel messages are going to be for you guys in the collectives are two things. Based off of the personal readings I did that day, what of their clusters correlated. Also, when I go on TikTok Live, the people that are there, I correlate and I feel and I see what parts of their energies are the same, and I'm able to make the message. You are very powerful. You have shaked shit up. You have been the type of person who can sit in a room and stay silent and can read everybody else. You can pierce down your eyes on opportunities. And there's somebody that sees you as the opportunity. There's growth in this. It feels like there needs to be, like the plant needs to be watered. So there's some scarcity mindset still. So what's happening next 2 weeks when it comes to your love life? Somebody's opening up their heart to you. An offer of forward movement. An outing. Somebody's feeling agitated, I'm not sure what to do when it comes to you. See, they're crystal clear in the way they feel. They're crystal clear in the way they feel about you. They have this hard shell to them because they've been hurt quite a bit. They don't want to be seen as weak, but the only way to be truly strong is to be vulnerable. Okay, and what is our oracle of the day? Okay, so I saw the light seers, so we're gonna do light seers. That's the tarot of the day. Sometimes I feel like the oracle cards can speak more than the tarot. And there's oracle cards along inside this, some hidden truths. Some hidden truth cards are chilling. You're holding this resilient. You're like, you know what? I can go forward by myself. I think you're about to give up on a connection. And you need the little reassurance that, yeah, you're right. You can go forward no matter what by yourself. And you are the strong, this resilient source. But your name is being spoken in highlights. If this person's talking to somebody about you or their guides, I can reassure you the guidance they're getting is that you are to soar together. They are collecting their thoughts. There's a lot of air placement within this dynamic as well. Okay. So those are our cards. Let's see what we got. Well, if you're wondering if somebody sees you in a low light, no. Absolutely not. Somebody is in their head about you, and that's why they haven't broken the seal yet. But they want to be more than friends. Definitely do. You see, whoever you are, I have an entrepreneur in front of me. I have somebody who, nonetheless, is in control of their life, their destiny. They know what they want and they know what they're ready to go for. Both people in this dynamic are. I have two people who are their own bosses, okay? There is one specific person. They do want to be more than friends with you. This resilience, this ability, you inspire a lot of individuals, okay? So you have to have either some form of deep influence, being a boss, maybe social media influence, but you make sure that you lead by example. And they notice this, okay? This person's watching you from the shadows. They don't want you to know actually how much they do care about you. Not in a way of like discrediting like your connection. They don't want you to know how as soon as they were in front of you, it's like the outside world shut. And also they had always like seen you in this high light, but the first time you were in front of each other and spotlights were actually on you, there was nobody else around. They could feel the vibration of your voice. You were able to touch. They fell for you right then and there. The thing that was getting in their head, the thing that we speak that is making it to where there's just this stagnation on expressing is there may have been a misunderstandings, but this is something to come back from. Somebody's overanalyzing some words that were said, some actions that happened, because that's the thing. I see it all the time. 80% of problems in relationships are from two things: assumptions and setting expectations. There's a difference between having morals, boundaries, but then making expectations of a person. When you assume, it takes away any form of truly allowing you to put a death to the parasite, that part that tells you you have to focus on overanalyzing, you have to focus on this because you're going to miss something. When in reality what you're missing is the bigger picture, which is the whole point of this is to communicate. You see, I don't react when other people mention you. They don't tell people mention you. They don't tell people about the way they feel about you. They can even get a sense of they're not a shy person. They're not even a clingy person, but they can be a jealous person at times. So you might have a lot of eyes on you, as they do as well, and they could have seen you as like a charmer type. Like you're like all the rest is what I keep hearing. But it's just not true. There's been some words exchanged that about your name, or either about your name or something that you have said to them that was interpreted in a whole other way. So right now they're learning to open up and they need to trust more people. They'd see this. They see you. They've seen you for a long time before you even truly like knew it. They know that they're not shy when it comes to their job. They're not shy when it comes to speaking to people, leading people, but their heart, trusting and love again, that's hard. They've been asking for this person by their side. They've been manifesting you, and you both were like blinded by each other. There was blinders put because you weren't ready, neither of you. But they see now that the only thing that's going to get in the way of them in this connection with you is by not trusting, by not opening up. The parasite told them things and made them assume things that just simply weren't happening. And when you two have this conversation, a forward movement, when they can ask you questions, when there's this open space, so many things are going to make sense. This is what's happening in the 2 weeks, okay? We have a resilient source, somebody that's not willing to give up. When Spirit tells them not to give up, They don't. They're somebody who has had their heart stitched open over and over again. They have fought to the end of times for people that were never deserving of it. Do you know what this person will do for you? Somebody that is. They have their mind on the money, and they're going to tell you that, hey, if I'm giving you this offer, I'm serious. I'm about it. My words speak volumes. I've proven that. You two are gonna, this is gonna be fast, this is gonna be forward movement. In this next 2 weeks, you could even be like getting in a car together, going traveling somewhere, seeing a new site. There's an offer in 2 weeks, within 2 weeks of going somewhere together. This is a whole new beginning. This is everything you have been asking for. What you have to do is let go of fear. Yes, you can have your boundaries. You should keep your boundaries. But the thing is, with this type of dynamic, neither of you are going to try to cross the other ones. It's almost like you guys will keep each other in check. But hey, you set that healthy boundary. You said you're going to leave by this time. Well, let's get your booty in the car. You got to go home. You got to wake up in the morning. Or I said I was going to pay this time. You paid last time, so you're going to allow me to pay because we want to give each other balance, give and take. It's going to be a joyful offer, a romantic nature. You see, all of that charm, all of that pizzazz that the parasite was trying to say was fake or able to be given to anybody that has a pretty face or etc. They're going to show you that no, the reason you saw that is because your soul could feel that you would get this person's attention in that way. Our 3D world all reflects about what you focus on. This offer is authentic. It is from a person who is not shy. You used to be almost in an energy of, oh yeah, when pigs fly, this person will want to be with me. You have to release that imposter syndrome. You're correct. You know exactly who this is. So, can we get more details about what is this date, this offer, this event that you're going to be asked to attend? All right, so we have Leo placement within this dynamic. Looks like the throat chakra is going to be honored. That's the energy that the person's sending you. They're actually sending you, if their higher self is letting you know, do not close up. They can feel some form of, their higher self feels that you are starting to like close your chakra up. You're feeling like you're doing things wrong. You're getting an itch. Your parasite is trying to win. If you've been called to get some form of upgrade, so like for some reason you've wanted to get a new tattoo out of nowhere, you're updating, you're remodeling your home, you're switching your wardrobe, you're doing some form of physical transformation, that is literally like your body telling you something of a manifestation is about to enter. There's a new. Their higher self is going to, their higher self is sending, but also what I'm seeing is on this date, on this outing, the throat chakra will not be blocked at all. There's going to be this sense of balance, give and take, of just talking and expressing about your heartbreaks, but in a sense of like resilience and power, not trauma bonding. Farthest from that. Talking about also your needs, your desires, your intentions, your love languages. Whoever the Leo is in this dynamic, and if for any reason this is just the energy of a Leo. You see, Leos, when it comes to the heart, they're generous. They're generous, and it can be hard for them to take compliments. They don't ever give a commitment unless they're completely sincere about it. They're big expressions. They have big expressions. It's beautiful. It looks like as we speak, the Leo in this dynamic, the energy, they're going to state that they need to be grounded. That planning mixed with an intensity of exciting outings is a perfect combo. So like, I feel it means like planned spontaneity. So like you guys plan on spending a weekend together or a certain amount of time, and you have some events that you're like, oh, we could do this here, and then you just go with the flow from there. Organized spontaneity. Because you both have a lot of responsibilities. Okay, you're going to talk about how you've had some dreams with each other as well, and that you've felt the chemistry for a long time. On this, there's going to be talks. They're going to be in a car or like in a setting together where you're sitting down. They're going to be stating that I'm willing to open my heart. That you make me feel seen. That they're willing to stand in front of the mirror and see themselves. That they love themselves from the inside out, so therefore they can love you. That you truly, in the most authentic, cheesy, non-cheesy, all the ways, cross off all their boxes. That's why they're scared right now. That's why they're holding back. You respect the boundary. You go forth. Because this person's opening up. They see you as a warrior. A realistic knight in shining armor. Take it as it resonates. So it looks like there's going to be a lot of emotions in this outing. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. You're going to be out and about. There's going to be moments of intimacy, but this is absolutely something of like you've already like battled fears together as well. There's something you've helped this person battle a fear that you don't even realize how much it truly impacted them. What we got? This person's in your life right now to help you build your inner strength when it comes to your resilience with people. Your whole dynamic is different. This person matches you. You're both on the same level, and I'm not saying anything low about anybody else you've been with, but there was always this sense of having to settle. Like, you knew that you would just always fall in a lot of authoritative roles or making decisions, having the responsibilities. And something about this person, you love their hyper independency. But whoever the masculine is really wants to take care of this feminine because they can see how hard they have to always keep their masculine nature on. They can see how resilient and beautiful they are, but also how bad they need to be held and just coddled. There was states of fear within whoever the feminine is in this dynamic. And in those dark moments, it was like whoever the masculine is, like, put themselves in front of them in danger is how they felt. Like, this person has my back. You did something, and it just blew them out of the water. The masculine. If you think, for any reason, either of you see each other in a low light, farthest from it, you have to build that inner strength and seeing that the world is lighting up right now. Spirit would not be giving you all these signs, and also the inner peace you have, if this wasn't forming into something more. This is a time where you're taking control. You're taking control of not opening up another cell of trauma in a new person. You're both thinking before doing. So when you're on this date, when you're on this outing, you're going to be in an open area. It feels like it's an outside, so there'll be some form of, it's like a social event. You're going to cherish every moment of it together. You're going to let spirit lead you guys to where you should go. It's the controlled chaos. Like you're going to, or controlled, yeah. This feels like controlled chaos. So, I mean, in 2 weeks, we're in October. This could be like a haunted house. This could be something along the lines of like Busch Gardens, Universal, etc. Like those places that do the haunted house things. Needless to say, there also could be, I'm saying Halloween, just a party in general. You're going to cherish every moment that you guys have together. You're going to open up your heart. So with the friendship and the outings, there could be even a sense of like introducing this person to people in your life that are very important to you. This is going to expand fast. And the reason why is because Spirit's letting you know it's supposed to. Okay, this next 2 weeks, you're going to build a lot of inner strength. You're going to hold on to a lot of faith. And understand every seed, every nourishment, everything you needed to do within this connection, you have done. Whoever the masculine is in this counterpart is going to be given some signs. And I do sense that the masculine is waiting on some form of ball being put into their court. Because they're not going to push, they're not going to harp. But they're not going to give up. They're just going about this like a game of chess, because that's what this is. Life, relationships, it's chess. It's being strategic in the beginning. And then you become each other's teammates. You've dealt with so much of life. You're already each other's teammates. You're just seeing that both of you know how to play the game of life together. That both of you have yourselves in check. That you're not giving when you're not able to give. So, you know where you fall on this. Do what you gotta do to make the forward movement. But within 2 weeks, masculine's gonna give an offer of, hey, let's go out together. Let's do this. Let's go see this place. Have you ever been here? And there's gonna be more than one outing. Awesome. And this is going to expand more and more into the year. Realistic superhero. Awesome. All right. That's what I got for you for now. A lot of downloads still come in. But I will be finishing that when the time is right. But this star is far from over. The inspiration. All right, that's what I got for you. Let's get it.